Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Today's adventure begins at a bridge over interstate just outside Nashville, Tennessee. The starting point of the 1997 movie Gummo by Korine. A very unusual film, to say the least, but a guilty pleasure of mine. It is a little unusual, a little strange, but I'm going to document what remains of the locations from that movie. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? It's a very popular photo, or scene I should say, where Bunny Boy is on this overpass, and it has been redone over the years, over the last 2+ decades. But there were many different angles where he was either standing here, sitting here, trash strewn all around, and downtown Nashville, which stood in for Ohio, a tornado-ravaged community, is really here in Tennessee, looking down that way. Also, my friend Natalie is here. Her first time to Nashville.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
And you've definitely seen the Bunny Boy right over in here. And I tried to find some bunny ears, thinking, you know, it's the day after Halloween as of the recording of this. This was an impromptu adventure, so did not plan it accordingly to have the bunny ears, but someone has placed Fruit Loops down there. Maybe Bunny Boy was here. So stand up again, stand over there. Act like you're a bunny. Even the fencing has been redone as well, and the walkway up, as shown there. And this would have been fully enclosed. As well as there is one particular angle that they're standing down there looking back up to where we are. A lot has changed over time. There would be some directional signage that is there now that wasn't there then. Nonetheless, pretty dang awesome. The intro of Gummo. Bunny ears. Be the bunny. I can kind of see the bunny ears there. Be the bunny. Now heading back down the ramp here. It's a little quieter off of the thoroughfare. A lot of traffic over there. I'll try to show the coordinates and the cross streets of all spots we're going to go to. It's going to be fun. Yeah, a lot more peaceful over on this side. Keep Nashville clean. That really obscures the sound. Big difference just going over about 30-40 yards from the interstate. Big difference. There is a place to park here in this lot on the corner of Newton Ave and O'Brien to get to the overpass. Good thing about this is all these spots are just a few miles from each other. Not a far commute, all of them. Corner of Morrow Road and 63rd Avenue North is this power plant, which can be seen in quite a few different moments. In the background, and also the building over there on the far end where they're riding their bikes across, and they find a cat trap on the road, as well as the pool scene at the end The pool was right over in this area. I'll designate exactly where the pool sat momentarily. Where the trucks were parked still looks the same. Both of them riding their bikes along that path. There's only one truck bed there. Well, not the truck itself, but the trailer of the truck. There were 4 or 5 in the movie. They ride along here, and it was kind of a panning shot going this way. There was a lot of ivy on the side of this wall that has since been removed. Shown here, see how it just kind of grew along the side there. It's the same sign, says trucks entering highway, speed limit 25 miles per hour. And down here, he picked up the trap and launched it into the road, breaking it. She's riding a bike, moving along. Gonna see the sign now. Oh, what's that in front of the sign? That's a cat trap. That's a cat trap right there. Oh, she just broke the cat trap. It's about as good a prop as we could find. Pretty good though. It was like here in the grass. So he shattered it kind of over onto there. We just found this randomly. It's probably not the best thing to be grabbing and throwing and using as a prop. I think it worked. He did a good job recreating the scene there with this. Hello, little worm. Well, it's a big worm. Over onto the next corner, you can see that building in the distance there. Now this area has been redone. There aren't as many newer trees. They have planted these. There's also other homes there and over there. But that is the angle where they confront Jared, who would have been sitting right over in this area. A great piece of acting on everyone's part. Very, very distinct questioning, to say the least. Could only find one satellite view, and it was from 2003, of the former pool, which was in an alley between the 2 main roads. See that circular item right there? Was the pool from the end of the film, where they're swimming around, where Bunny Boy is swimming around with the 2 girls, and in the background there was the power plant and this building. So take that street, which runs behind me, and the other one up that way. So where these homes are now, at the base, is where the pool used to be. To be a little more technical, it would be down this stretch, which looks very reminiscent from other scenes. Trash cans look the same. This could have been where the poem was read. Yeah, I think it might have been. And as best as I can figure out, behind that fence is where the pool was. Right there. That's my assumption, in that backyard. Now, obviously I can't step into someone's private backyard, but you notice the wooden pole there and the electrical pieces up there behind them. So if I just shift over another foot or two to my left, we would have that angle with the power poles. One of them is kind of broken in half, but the other one kind of still exists. So pool's not there anymore, but it would have been right over in there behind those shrubs. All right, off to the what? Am I in the sun? Am I out of the sun? I'm in the sun. Off to the next spot. Up at the top of Kentucky Avenue, I can see why they chose this when they rode the bikes down at full speed, playing some heavy metal music, cruising down the hill on the bikes, shown from all different angles. Now, all of the former homes that were here have been demolished, with the exception of one, which I'll walk down to, and this building is still here. after all these years. Well, not a lot of years, but enough to where progress has taken over. The dilapidated old homes in these condos have been replaced. This is the only original formation left in this stretch from those days. And the main house where they were roller skating in the grass took place right here. In fact, this pole still exists. Just my estimation would have been right there. Yeah, if you did fall there with the roller skates, well, there is some gravel over there. There was a lot more. There was a driveway there, and it's a little, well, you know, actually, these bricks can be seen also where the pole is. Yeah, these bricks are still original. These cinder block bricks here, stretching along there. That big mound has been removed, but the building now painted red is up at the top corner. There's the light pole, mailbox, a different mailbox, and those cinder blocks over there on the far end. So mailbox here. I think that kind of pinpoints it, right?
Yeah.
Here's the cinder blocks. Here's the pole. So they would have been right about here. That's the angle, more or less. It might be the first time I've ever seen documented on film someone roller skating on grass. Can you think of any other?
I can't.
Can just picture them zooming down the side of this embankment. It's a lot steeper probably in person than it looks on camera. Made it over to Richland Park, where Ellen, carrying the baby doll, could be seen walking right through here with this building in the backdrop, singing her ABCs starting from that direction, and then walks up where Dot and Helen were standing right here, both facing Eddie, who was playing a riveting game of, well, practicing by himself here, hitting the tennis ball up against, not that fence on the other side, but there was a wall there which has been removed. They were both right here, kind of like looking. This is amazing. I know I get excited about things that really do not seem that important, but Eddie's view would be right about there. And when he's talking about his ADD, he was practicing in slow motion here with a little jingle behind his narration as he almost danced right there in his tennis shoes with his racket, practicing his overstroke right there. In my more agile younger days, I might have recreated the leap over this. I might still be able to do it, but it'd probably end badly. I would just get tripped up there. There are other people out here as well playing tennis. I got second in the tournament last week.
Really?
Yep. Serve got faster. Increased by 8%. All right, moving on to the next spot. Cross streets of Charlotte Ave and 53rd Avenue. Over at Bobby's Dairy Dip is where they had their milkshakes. Right under that awning there. Building has been repainted and redone over the years. Well, they were just kind of hanging out around that side. There's been a new little brick wall there been created. Also around the side was the interview with the lady trying to tell what she looked for in a date. And that was basically right over in this section attached to the Twilight Tavern, which was also seen on a couple of other occasions. Looks so much different than it did then, but there's also, you can see like that little like wooden car up on the wall. That can be seen as well. And Wendell's across the road there. Yep, Wendell's Fine Food Drive-In and Eating Establishment right back here around in the alley. This is where he was placing one of the traps as well, then took the glass, broke it against the wall. Notice the pole there, the pillar there on the left, and the formation of the bricks along the wall and the two doors on the far end. It was a long panning shot. Oh, I'm just noticing another location is right over there, that Save-A-Lot in the distance. That was the grocery store. It wasn't a Save-A-Lot, it was a different grocery store. So I'll go over there momentarily. But right here, this base is where broke the glass against the wall. Kind of where that tomato box is. There's the two double doors. Pretty cool. He was more or less leaning down right about next to this pole. And then walked off. Down this way. As stated, the grocery store right there. This is also the parking lot where they were handing out flyers, talking to other residents, you know, asking if they had seen their cat. They had a missing cat. And I always wonder if when they were recording that, if they had to get, you know, after the scenes took place, if they had to go up to residents who didn't even realize they were going to be in the movie and, you know, have them sign a waiver saying, well, we could use you in this, because a lot of it seemed to be improv and just, you know, just very, very random. And this building behind me you could see very prominently. It was not a Pet Boys then, it was something else, but the structure of it still looks the same, and grocery store is now a Save-A-Lot. So all these three spots are all within one storefront of each other, and everything is within just a few miles of each other. And now to the final spot at this current building, which there used to be a different one back then in '97, an Aldi food market. This is where the "nothing new for trash like you" quote took place. Right here on this elevated parking lot. It is very memorable how he speeds off down the incline of the pavement out that exit. And the building over there, it's a Corky's Barbecue. Still the same, I believe it was another establishment at that time, as well as this Tennessee Quick Cash building could be seen. And in one frame, this over here was also seen from up on this elevated plane. Speeds off right through there. They were yelling and screaming at him. Notice the formation of that structure with the blue roof there on the end. It's a good guide to show what it looks like current day. There it is. Nothing new for trash like you. Gummo. What a movie. Right? Even though there wasn't a heck of a lot left, it is always fun for me, it has always been, it's always an interest of mine to try to document where things were, even when they do not exist anymore. And this has been a topic, a subject matter that I have wanted to cover for many, many years. Back 15, 20 years ago, my roommate at the time and I, we used to watch a lot of movies, and some of them guilty pleasures, like the one that I covered today. And even back then I thought, man, it would be really interesting to find where those scenes took place. I scratched that off the list today. Now, do your research before you pop in the DVD, if you could find the DVD. It's a tough one to find. Or on streaming services. I don't believe it exists on any streaming services. But if you can procure a copy, be alert on what you will be witnessing. It might not be your cup of tea. I've always tried to mix things up here on this channel. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this particular episode, give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know you care. And if you're new here, please subscribe by doing so. Helps keep you in the loop and up to date on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. A little quick pass through of Nashville, Tennessee, and I said, heck it, I'm finally gonna do Gummo. It happened. It might be a little bit, I may have thrown everyone for a loop with this one, including myself. I'm glad I did it. I'm still standing, right here. Nothing new for trash like you. Parking lot. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog. I wish I could have found some bunny ears earlier, but hindsight is 2020. And this is 2020. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.